Good day, dear student. This is Angita from the race classes. Children, in this video, we will learn about the chart of active and passive voice, in which way you are going to learn that voice in a very short takes way. Clear? No? Within 10 or 15 minutes, you will learn all the charts, and that is very helpful for you to dealing that topic voice. Clear? No? So let's begin. First of all, the rule which you have to remember is always when you are converting active to passive voice. What you have to do when you are converting active voice to passive voice, always the form of the verb is your third form. फिर से मैं इसको बता रही हूँ, जब भी आप एक्टिव से पैसिव वॉइस में चेंज करते हैं, चाहे एक्टिव में कौन सा भी वर्ब का फॉर्म हो, पहला हो, दूसरा हो, तीसरा हो, अब से उससे कोई मतलब नहीं है, लेकिन जब आप उसको पैसिव में कन्वर्ट करते हैं तो हमेशा जो वर्ब का फॉर्म होता है वो कौन सा रहेगा? हमेशा वर्ब का फॉर्म तीसरा ही रहेगा। ये एकदम फिक्स है कि तीसरा रहेगा, उसमें किसी तरह का हार्ड एंड फास्ट रूल नहीं लगाना है आपको। ठीक है, तो इस चीज को एकदम दिमाग में रख लीजिए और यहाँ पे एक पॉइंट नोट कर लीजिए। आप सबसे पहले नोट में शॉर्ट में ही नोट करिएगा, बहुत डीप में नोट करने की बिल्कुल भी जरूरत नहीं है। नोट में टू कन्वर्ट एक्टिव टू पैसिव वॉइस, clear? Active to passive voice. I'll use another color marker for this. Passive voice, clear? Always use which form? Always have to use verb ka third form. I hope you understand. You are clear with this one? Understood, no? So this is the most important thing. अब आपको बिल्कुल भी दिमाग नहीं लगाना है। आपको जब भी थर्ड फॉर्म, इसलिए बेटा जहां थर्ड फॉर्म आपको याद करनी है तो आपको जरूरी फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड और फोर्थ सारी फॉर्म याद होनी चाहिए, तभी आप उसका कन्वर्जन इजीली कर सकते हैं, है ना? इसके साथ आप देखेंगे कि जब थर्ड फॉर्म यूज होगा तो आप ये बिल्कुल मत कहिएगा कि एक्टिव वॉइस में भी थर्ड होगा। नहीं, एक्टिव वॉइस में कहीं फर्स्ट होता है, कहीं फोर्थ होता है, कहीं सेकेंड भी होता है, एज पर द रिक्वायरमेंट। लेकिन पैसिव में कन्वर्शन के टाइम हमेशा कौन सा होता है? थर्ड ही होता है। ये आपको दिमाग में कहीं ना कहीं किसी कोने में बैठा लेना है। ठीक है, इसी के साथ हम चार्ट पे चलेंगे। पहला आपने नोट कर लिया, दिस इज कॉमन फॉर एवरीथिंग। फर्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू राइट प्रेजेंट tense. In present tense, we are using which form of the verb? We are using V third form. V third I am writing to make you remember that same thing. Clear, no? After that, we are going with the conversion of your active as well as passive. You will make a column here. Active voice. Clear? And next column of yours will be passive voice. बच्चों, बेस लेवल से लेके एडवांस लेवल तक आपको ये सारी चीजें बहुत डीप में समझना है, ताकि आप इसको बार बार भूले नहीं। भूलने का कंसेप्ट ही खत्म। ठीक है, अगर आप उसको शॉर्ट मेथड से समझेंगे तो आप उस चीजों को लंबे समय तक याद रख सकते हैं। तो जैसा कि आपने पढ़ा था, प्रेजेंट के कितने पार्ट्स होते थे? हमारे पार्ट्स होते थे सिंपल को हम और क्या बोलते थे? इंडेफिनिट, इनडेफिनिट, है ना? ये तो मैंने, आप पिछला लेक्चर अगर आप टेंस का मेरा देखेंगे तो उसमें मैंने बहुत ही डीप में बहुत ही शॉर्ट ट्रिक्स मेथड से ये सारी चीजें समझाया है। दूसरा आपका होता है कंटिन्यूअस, थर्ड इज योर परफेक्ट, एंड फोर्थ इज योर परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस. You have to remember one thing while dealing with your tense topic, that very rarely we are using this one. I am writing with very rarely we are using for active as well as passive voice this one. Very rarely use. Understood from here? It is used very rarely. So please note it down. As per the common terms, if you have read the tense properly, तो हम सीधा उसके कन्वर्जन पे चलते हैं कि हम लोग किस तरह का हेल्पिंग वर्ब एक्टिव वॉइस ये टेंस में हम लोग यूज करते थे। जैसे कि आपका पहला सिंपल या इंडेफिनिट है, वहां पे हम लोग कुछ भी नहीं यूज करते थे, हम लोग यूज करते थे डू या डस। दिमाग ही मत लगाओ क्या यूज करते थे, बस पिछला वीडियो देखो, यहाँ पे ले आके सीधा आप बता दो। दूसरे में हम लोग कंटिन्यूअस में यूज करते थे इज, एम एंड आर। क्लियर है? In third one we are using has or have. And in fourth one we are using has or have plus been. When you will recall the tense, then you can understand from there. This is your way to deal with. So what type of things we are using? Do, does, is, am, are, has, have, or you can say your has, have plus been. When you are having do, does, when you are having do, does, then what you are going to use? You are going to use your do, does in passive voice. They are going to convert into is, am, are. In which that they are going to convert is, am, are. Is, am, are is being converted into is, am, are in the same, including being as an additional. When you are having has and have, you are having same has and have, including that. They are being used as your being. Clear, no? So let's write it. When you are having do, does in active voice, as in passive voice, it is being converted into is, am, or आर. हम हर चीज का इसका एग्जांपल भी डिस्कस करेंगे बेटा, क्योंकि ये शॉर्ट ट्रिक्स वाला आपका वीडियो कम समय में आपको रूल से याद करना है, इसलिए आप पहले रूल्स पे ध्यान दो. दूसरा, जब हमारा इज एम आर होगा तो क्या होगा? इज एम आर भी होगा और साथ में आपका एक हेल्पिंग वर्ब होगा. वो क्या होगा? वो आपका होगा बीइंग. BEING. समझ में आ रहा है? हेल्पिंग वर्ब हमारा क्या होगा? बीइंग. नेक्स्ट, व्हेन यू आर हैविंग हैज हैव, we have in past tense has or have plus new term you are having here, and that will be your been. This is the things which are here. Also you can use red pen to write. You can write is, am as well as are, underline also. be. ये सारे नई चीजें ऐड होंगी. क्योंकि मैंने आपको बताया कि your perfect continuous is rarely used. That's why this has, have, been will be written as same. And here we are using one more term, and that will be your being. What we are adding, including these has and have plus been we are using, and that past form it has been converted into your being. Please note it down. You have to finish within 15 minutes all the rules so that you can understand properly. Understood, no? Please take a screenshot. Now next form of yours is your past tense. Clear, no? To avoid your time, we are just have written this beforehand only. So to avoid past tense, what we have done is past tense also having the same form, simple, continuous, perfect as well as perfect continuous. You know already. In past tense we are using what? Here we are using as in simple present we are using what? Did. In continuous we are using was, were. Only I am writing the use first, okay? Then we are, let's write it a bit this side. Here we are using did. Then we are using was or were. Then in perfect we are using had. And perfect continuous we are using had, including been. That is a general which I had taken from tense. मैंने कहीं और से नहीं लिखा है बेटा. ये tense में जब आप रूल पढ़ेंगे शॉर्ट, उसका जब चार्ट पढ़ेंगे तो उसमें भी यही सारा उसका हेल्पिंग वर्ब यूज हुआ है. ठीक है. अब आपको कुछ नहीं करना है. यहाँ पे did जो है वो किसमें चेंज हो जाएगा? या did your being change into your what? was या were. was were किसमें चेंज होगा? was या were plus being. Now your had is being converted into what? Your had is being converted into your had been, as well as your had been is being converted with continuing same, including being. Here also this continuous is used rarely. Here also this continuous is used what? Very rarely this continuous terms are using. So please check once again. When did is in your active voice, and note it down also. When did is in active voice, in passive it will be was, were. When continuous, was, were will be there in active, then passive was or were plus being. In perfect, when active voice they are having had, then it had. These all are your helping verbs. Had been converted into had been. And when the perfect continuous is there, so it had been converted into your had been plus being. And still I can say it is being rarely used. Okay. So please take a screenshot of this one. Children, these rules are just to mention the chapter, or you can say the topic, in a very easy way. Sometimes when you will read in long passages, that is of no use for you to understand. Clear, no? So afterwards we'll go with the third one, that will be your future tense. So here you will mention future tense, and we will go with the same. Future is also having simple, indefinite, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Again and again I am writing this simple or indefinite because to understand, some of the places simple only tense is given, some of places indefinite is given. Clear, no? Combining together, none of the places both are given. So in simple, what type of verb you are going to use, please note it down. Mostly in this voice we are using, I'll use another color of marker. Mostly we are using will. Like we are using will. We are using will be. In perfect we are using will have. And last we are using will have been. Please note it down, children. These are the helping verbs which you have used in your previous chapter, and that will be your what? That will be your tense. So this will is being converted into what? This will is converted into your will be. That will be your what? Yeah. Please note it down. Next, this will be is being converted into what? There is no change, no particular change we are having for this one. That means here you can write no change. The question can be raised from here, that which form, in which tense we cannot change the active voice to passive voice. So that tense will be what? That tense will be your continuous tense. No changes. Future continuous tense. Clear now? When you are having will have, what type of word you are going to use for this one? And in that you are going to use will have been. What is? Will have been. Clear? Please underline this also. Will have will be same. Most children now we are avoiding using shall. That's why we are dealing mostly with the will. I will go with another video. In that you will understand the more pattern of this one. Clear now? So in this, the things are different. That is only the rules to remember this one. Next we are having will have been. So this will have been will remain continue as same. And here we are going to add one more line, and that will be your what? Been. Here also you can mention rarely we are using. Here you will write very rarely we are using. Very rarely. Clear, no? So in this complete set of video, you have to make the mind map of this one. You have to make the mind map of this one, and what you are going to do in this, you have to recall the things as per their tense wise, like present, past and future, along with their classification and as well as the conversion of active voice to the passive voice. Clear, no? With this, we are going to end up the class. So please keep your like, share and subscribe button to update more notifications from videos. So thank you. Have a nice day.